Okay, first of all, we would like to know the first one is about the foundation. What is basically the SEM-PLS and why we have to use it, and what would be the core concept and as well as the terminology that we are going to be familiar with. And the second part would be we would like to see also what would be the difference between CB-SEM and PLS-SEM, because in structural equation model, at least there are two common model that our researchers are using. It can be CB or covariance-based or also partial least square model. And the third one, okay, we'll be having also the outer and inner model. Basically, this outer and inner model is part of the test run in the SEM-PLS. And because, okay, outer and inner model, and then we will be having also the testing models. Right. Okay, first one, what is SEM-PLS or PLS-SEM? Basically, yeah, before everything, we will see that this methodology is basically a quantitative analysis, right? So the difference, okay, PLS-SEM basically offers much flexibility in handling various modeling problems, in particular in situation where other methods fails. Because, you know, sometimes in research, we found also some difficulties. For example, we have a very small data or sample that we can get from the field, for example. So because in the real life, you know, there is what to say, something, there is something imperfect also in when we are doing our research. Okay, so SEM-PLS also can help us to run and this SEM, okay, works efficiently with complex model using smaller sample sizes and make practically no assumption about the underlying data. Okay, so why we said this is complex model? Complex model here, sometimes if we, I want to know also, the majority are economic students, or any one of you are coming from different backgrounds or different faculty? Oh yes, Mr. Leo, my friend. Okay, right. Okay, thank you, Leo, for coming. So why it said that SEM-PLS also can work efficiently with complex model, because in regression model or in the normal model, yeah, sometimes it's kind of difficult also if you want to put some additional variables. For example, if you want to put intervening variables, if you want to put the moderator variables, right? So by using this SEM-PLS, we can make it possible, right? And using smaller sample sizes, as I said before, that the SEM-PLS allow us to take or use data even when the data is very much small, right? Okay, and makes practically no assumption about underlying data. Meaning here, like maybe in simple regression, or maybe if we are learning also econometrics, there are some classical assumption. If you guys still remember what is the classical assumption on econometrics? Okay, like a no multicollinearity, and then what else? Yes? Yeah, no, yeah, heteroscedasticity and so many things, right? But in this model, right, we found simpler way to use, to run our data. Okay, next. Right. So now we are trying to get to know what is SEM-PLS. Structural equation modeling is basically a second generation multivariate analysis techniques that combine factor analysis and path analysis, and allowing researchers to simultaneously test relationship between latent and observed variables, according to here, right? And SEM enables testing of measurement and structural models within a single integrated analytical framework. Here we can see this is the two construct model, right? Let's say this is the first construct, and this is the second construct. let's say if this is like one way like this, so let's say A, let's say it influence the B and something like that. But let's say if we are putting it in let's say multivariate, not only one. Okay, we know also like there is one univariate model, right? We know also univariate data analysis. We know also about bivariate data analysis, and now we know also about multivariate, meaning that we can employ more than one, let's say two or more, but mostly SmartPLS we can employ more than two variables. Yeah. Yeah, this is just simplification. Let's say we have this x. Let's say we have latent variable also here. So like this is the circles, and this is it shows the arrows also, the casual part. Okay, let's say the example of y here is the intention to pay tax, for example, intention to pay tax, and then maybe we'll be here. Okay, we have an independent variable here, but then before that we have some kind of intervening or mediating variable, yeah, before we are reaching the this y variable. Okay, maybe I will put it in example afterwards. Okay, so SEM enables testing of measurement and structural model within a single integrated analytical framework. Right. So this is it. Yeah. Simultaneous testing, and then latent variables and complex model. Actually, I have disclosed a little bit about this. Okay, the first one, that the characteristic of SEM, first of all, that it is simultaneous, right? Meaning that the tests multiple tests it tests. Okay, SmartPLS tests multiple dependent variables at once. It means that just within a click, right, we can run all the variable at once, including the including the moderating, intervening, and so many other example actually at once. Okay, and then accommodates multiple relationships simultaneously. And number 3, estimate measurement error during analysis. Okay. And the second one is latent variables. Did any one of you know what is the latent variables? Huh? Okay, maybe you can help me, no problem, brother. Okay, all right. Latent variable is basically one kind of variable that need much more observation. In variables, sometimes we have the latent variables and then observed variables. Observed variables meaning that we can see that variable that we can see, or we can observe the specific variable much more clear compared to the latent variable. Meaning that the latent variables here measure accept concept that cannot be observed directly. Okay, I will put it in example. For example, how to measure religiosity. Okay, I'm asking you. Okay, maybe I will say it like happiness. I would say it like how we measure happiness. Can we see how we measure happiness? Is it latent or not? Is it observable or not? Yeah, observable, but we have some kind. We need some kind of indicators. Yeah, we need some kind of construct to see whether the variable can be measured or not, or possibly also how to measure the intention. Okay, for example, my sister, your name is Aisha. Okay, I want to ask you, Aisha, do you want to get married, for example? But you have intention. You have intention or no intention? Okay. So I should ask someone who have intention. Okay, brother Zaki. Okay, yeah. Brother Zaki, do you have any intention?
Yes, but for now.
For now, not. Okay. Okay, if I see Zaki, I couldn't see whether he is interested in marriage or not, right? This is intention. I couldn't see anything. Yeah, I couldn't see, I couldn't measure it from smile, or couldn't see it from his hair, of course not, right? But there is a way, right? This is latent variables, yeah, to simplify. Actually, we can say it is one kind of variable that cannot observe directly, but there is some measurement we can do for that, yeah. Maybe we can put it, let's say, how to measure, let's say, the happiness, to see the state of happiness of someone, let's say, for example, like Mr. Bobby, yeah, the indicator of happiness. Can you say the indicator of happiness? How to see the person is happy? Yeah. Okay, like, okay, you can say it like you are content yourself, right? Content, being content, or maybe like my brother also Ola, always smiling, right? So smiling is also part of indicators that you are being happy, right? Happiness, right? Actually, there are a lot of there are a lot of example for this also. And the latent variables also, using this SmartPLS, we can improve statistical estimation. Also because, yeah, okay, according to Shoemaker and Lomax, and complex model handles complex research model, and then it can also test direct and indirect effects, right? So we can, let's say, we can use from X to Y, X1, X2 towards Y, or probably also we can also measure, let's say, yeah, through mediation or through moderator, right? This is indirect effect. So we can also measure using this SEM. And then support multiply mediating effects according to case, right? Okay. So, right. Yes. Okay. Complex. Yeah, just like that. I mean, maybe yeah, just to simplify. Actually, yeah, okay. Just put it in simple way. For example, in the research, right? We are putting. Okay. Okay. Maybe the simple one. For example. Okay. What does cause? Okay. Okay. Like to show the relationship between one variable to another variable, for example, from X to Y, right? Yes, dependent to independent, this is direct, right? But for the one that I call complex, it is much more than that. Maybe I will give you example, which maybe I will show you maybe in, maybe I will show you the research, right? That kind of giving us also like complex model. Okay, right. Okay, okay. This is it. Okay, two main components of SEM, right? The first one is the measurement model, and the second is the structure model. So, guys, or everyone, in SEM, before we are checking whether something or whether our model that we are going to regress or the model that we are going to test is fit enough, is good enough. But before that, we have to check the validity. We have to check whether the model is reliable or not. So the very first step to do that is that we have to run these two tests, especially the outer, or we are doing the doing the measurement model. Yeah. Okay. So by using we can see also, we can measure outer loading and also outer model. Also, we can see also whether using this model, we can specify the relationship between the latent variables and their indicators. For example, let's say, okay, the latent variables, let's say if I come back to the previous example, for example, say the latent variables is intention, right? But what is the indicator of intention, right? So to measure that, we have to be sure the indicators that we are using is valid or not. It's does it fit with the what they say, with the context of the variable, latent variable or not. So this is why this outer model test is really important, right? Okay, and then so the focus from this outer is to construct validity, reliability, loading factor, and measurement error, right? So the analysis, actually there are, this is some kind of analysis. CFA is actually confirmatory factor analysis, and then convergent and discriminant validity, composite reliability, and afterwards so what will be the output of this test, right? We can see that there will be factor loadings. We can see also the construct reliability, whether the model is reliable or not, right? And then we have also AFE. Okay, we'll see what is AFE. And then the cross-loading and the criteria, just like other econometrics tests, we have also some kind of standard. Okay, let's say the loading factor should be, let's say, at least equal to greater than 0.7, and then AFE should be greater than 0.5, and then CR is greater than 0.7, and Cronbach alpha it should be greater than 0.7. Right. Okay, and afterwards we have also structural model. Yeah, after everything is clear here, there is no problem with model, and afterwards, and we check also the relationship between the latent variable and the indicators. Are they okay enough, right? So if they're okay, if the outer model is good enough, so then we can move forward to test the inner model. So what is the function of this inner model? Yeah, to test the inner model. Describe causal relationship among latent variables. Yeah, we would like to see, is it any relationship between these variables and with the another variables, right? So we can see this from here. And then the focus of this inner also to check the interconstruct relationship, and also hypothesis testing, path coefficient, and also R-square. We have also R-square also here. So basically, this SEM-PLS also kind of a statistical test also, right? So it is basically a statistical test also. Okay, and then from the structural model or inner, we can analyze also the path analysis, the direct, indirect, and total effect. And the main output here, we can find also the path coefficient. We can get also the coefficient, the t-statistic values, p-values, and effect of size. And the criteria also here from the inner, there should be like R square values, effect size F square, Q square predictive relevance, and path significance. Okay. Apa nih? Wah, apa nih? Oh, okay. Right. So there's a question. When should we use SEM-PLS? Okay. At least there are 4 reasons why or when we can use SEM-PLS. The first one is developing theory. So since we are graduate student, master student, and also PhD student, we are urged to make contribution towards the body of the knowledge, right? So including how to develop the new theory, to develop something new in the knowledge. So and then that's why mostly in SEM-PLS the research is by nature is exploratory. So by using SEM-PLS, we are building or extending the models, not just confirming them. This is why SEM-PLS is kind of different with CB-SEM, right? For CB-SEM, okay, this PLS-SEM basically can be used also to explore, yeah, the theory, yeah, okay. But in CB, rather than CB, is more on confirming the theory, the existing theory. And then, as I said, also data is not normally distributed. So if your variables are not normal, it's not a big deal. It's okay, right? Yeah, to some extent, it's okay. So PLS-SEM makes no distributional assumption. So So if the distribution is not like normal, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. Okay. And then afterwards about the sample, right? We can have also very limited participants or respondent here, and some PLS can work with as few as 30, but sometimes also we can find also some kind of formula like total indicators multiplied by 10. There are different kind of number of sample, the minimum or the maximum number of the sample size depending on the model, right? And then this is it, complex research models. You have many variables, many paths, mediators, moderators, and PLS handle them all simultaneously, right? Okay, so right, okay. In this case, in SmartPLS, when okay, first of all, have you downloaded the let's say the software? Okay, so sister and brother, I need to introduce, or I need to urge also why we have to, to understand the concept about the latent variables, indicators and others, because this term latent variables and also the indicator are repetitively used in this, in this analysis, yeah, including in the, in the software that we are going to run. Right. So first of all, I think because many of us are economic students, but I'm sure Paleo, what is Paleo? Oh, he left? Okay, all right. So exogenous latent variable, right? Exogenous latent variable is basically independent. We can say it is like independent variable, and then endogenous latent variable is our dependent variable, and then the mediating variable is, is intermediary. It's like bridge. We can say mediating variable is intervening. That's something bridge from one variable to another variable. This is, we call it mediating. And then the moderating variable mostly is, this is conditional, and in so many times, moderating variable is not really like, not necessary should be in the model. But okay, maybe I will show you afterwards. Okay, for exogenous latent variable, we know that the exogenous variable, as maybe we know it as like the independent variable that not influenced by other variables in the model. And these exogenous variables, definitely we need this exogenous. Why? Because in SmartPLS, we need also this predictor, right? Predictor in the model. So without exogenous latent variable, so we cannot run the data, we cannot do the analysis, right? So only outgoing arrows, non-incoming, right? It means the direction is the independent variable mostly is giving influence, meaning that the direction is like this. Let's say this is the exogenous latent variables and the direction will be like this, right? Yeah, but in the model, actually, it's like, what to say, this is our indicators basically, sorry. But maybe in the model, we can find it from one latent variable, exogenous latent variable, and then related to the endogenous latent variable, this is like from one circle to another circle, and it has like some kind of arrows that connecting both circles. Okay. And for the endogenous latent variable, right? This is it is also dependent, and it's influenced by other variables in the model, and has at least one incoming arrow, and may also have outgoing arrows if it is a mediator. And then maybe we can read it. Inshallah, you guys quite familiar with this. Mediating variables. This is explaining mechanism of a relationship. Mediating variable may get like two arrows, yeah, because the position of the variable, because okay, as I said, mediating variable is like bridge. It's like bridge. So let's say this is one dependent, in exogenous variables, and then This is the mediating, and the third one is the endogenous latent variable. So using this bridge, let's say, we would say, this mediating variable connect between one latent variables with another latent variable. Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay, for moderating, this is another one. Okay, moderating variables, yeah, affect the strength of relationship. Let's say, affect the strength of relationship. Okay, changes direction or strength of the effect or interacts with the predictor and answer when and for whom. Okay, maybe for moderating, for example, I can say maybe the intention to do to pay zakat, yeah, or to pay wakaf, cash wakaf, right? But probably, yeah, we can use moderating variable of it. For example, maybe we need to see also the example from the paper. But let's say the moderating variable is the trust. If we trust enough the institution that we are going to donate, it means that we are likely, or we are strong, we have a stronger willingness to donate, right? But if we have, a lower trust to the institution, so what would happen? What is going to happen if we have lower trust to the institution? Yes, so it will lower the intention of someone to donate, right? So this, we can say that, for that such simple example, that trust towards the institution is the moderating variable. Yeah. Okay. What else? Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so this is it. Reflecting. Okay, and now we have two things that we need to understand about the indicators. Okay, do you know what is indicators? Anyone? Brother, sister? Okay, right. Okay. Okay. So in the SmartPLS, basically we can use one or two indicators to understand our latent variables. Okay. The first one is, let's say this is the formative, or the causes. Okay, and the second is the reflective, right? So maybe to get easier understanding, we can put it this way, like okay, the state of someone, if someone is getting drunk, right? So in the formative indicators, we can see what to say, the indicators is like drinking wine and then drinking beer or drinking vodka. It means that the causes why someone can be drunk. But on reflective, or the effects, yeah, reflective on the reflective indicators, right? Alcohol level on the breath. Okay, we can measure it from the level of alcohol from breath, because like police also, they can check whether someone is drunk or not just from doing such tests, right? And then the ability to walk straight, right? And then the reaction to speed. Okay, so this is the reflective. Yeah. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, this is the measurement model or auto model validity. So we need to, okay, we have to check also the convergent, to check whether data is convergent enough by checking the parameter, that is the loading factor, and the threshold of it should be greater than 0.7. So if the alpha is equal to 0.4, range from 0.4 to 0.7, meaning that we can accept that alpha values and the CR still meet criteria. And for alpha, or average variance extracted, so these terms will be repetitively used in SmartPLS. Okay, for also okay, another parameters we use also AFE. AFE, the threshold is greater than 0.5. So AFE, what is AFE basically? The function of this value is actually to explain why it should be greater than 0.5, because AFE basically by using this we can see whether the construct explain more than 50% of the indicator of variance, right? So this is also important. And the next one is the discriminant is the cross loading. Loading on struct, loading on others, okay, measured construct uniqueness, okay, and afterwards we have also discriminant known as Forner-Lecker criterion. The threshold is the value of AFE should be greater than inter-construct correlation. And the function of this is discriminant is to ensure construct are distinct or not, right? And the last one is discriminant. Yeah, discriminant. Okay, we can see the parameter using the heterotrait, monotrait, and the threshold should be lesser than 0.85 if we are using the strict level, or we can use also if it can be also less than 0.9 if we are using the linear level. So so the newer or the latest one we can use, yeah, the stricter discriminant probably would be what better. But so what is the rule thumb or the important point here, that we need to always check the convergent validity first, right? And then the discriminant validity. Okay. Okay, actually, okay, this is the value. Okay. Current batch alpha. Okay. In current batch alpha, the minimum is 0.7, the lower bound of reliability. So if in the composite reliability, the minimum value is the minimum value is 0.7. Right? It should be greater than 0.7, and this is preferred in PLS-SEM, and this is row A. Is also it needs to be, the value should be greater than 0.7. So more accurate reliability, we can, by using row A, we can have a more accurate reliability estimate. And we can check also collinearity assessment also from this PLS-SEM. Yeah. Okay. This is if something is highly has high multicollinearity, the VIV is greater than 5, and if the value is greater than 5, meaning that we have to remove the certain construct. If we don't remove the construct, most likely we are going to ruin the model, yeah, or maybe the another result also. And the second one, we have also the moderate multicollinearity. So the value is from 3.3 till 5.0, right? So if it is moderate, we can just see after doing we just see and then evaluate. But if it is the VIV is less than 3.3, so the interpretation will be there will be a low correlation among predictors, and we can continue use it. Okay, this is yeah for SL. Okay, right. And then we can check also the model fit indicators, but this is not you know, is not compulsory, but rather than it is like optional in PLS-SEM, but it can be also useful to report. So unlike CB-SEM, PLS-SEM doesn't strictly require model fit indices, but in CB, model fit indices is very much compulsory, very much compulsory. Okay, so model fit indicators we can check also from the SRMR, NFI, and chi-square. Yeah. Okay. Right. This is okay. Now we are going to have a structural model, inner model, testing relationship among latent variables. So the structural model represents the causal cause and effect relationship among latent variables in SmartPLS derived from substantive theory and logic, right? Okay. Hopefully you can catch up. I know this is so much theoretical, but this is the core things that we need to understand. All right. So Okay, and afterwards we need to check also the explanatory power. So the explanatory power measured by R square and also F square. How much variance does your model explain, right? So okay, so by R square and F square, we can check the proportion of variance in the endogenous variables explained by its predictors. Okay, this is the range. It can be substantial, it can be moderate, it can be weak. The same thing also the effect size that we measure from F square. The size would vary from large, medium, and also small, right? And then here we have also predictive relevance in Q square and the multicollinearity VIF, the predictive relevance of Q square. Yeah, this is if the key square value is greater than 0, it means that yeah, predictive relevance basically to test whether the model can predict data not used in parameter estimation via blindfolding. If it is greater than 0, it means that it has predictive power. But if it is less than 0, so there is no predictive power. It means that the model is the model is not really cannot be used as prediction, something like that. Okay, this is, and then for the multicollinearity, we have also VIF, measured the degree of correlation among predictors variables in the structural model. Okay, this is also okay. From high multicollinearity to low correlation among predictors, right? And now we have testing models in SmartPLS, right? Okay, this is that what I have explained before, right? So this is this is the this is the mediation. When we are using the mediation, or mediation can be called also as intervening, right? Okay, in intervening, let's say this is a model, right? So a mediator theoretically explains the relationship between an independent variable and dependent variable, turning the direct relationship into an indirect one, right? This is, let's say this is the, okay, this is the independent variable, right? And then this is the dependent variable, right? Okay. Okay, actually, if it is mediation, sorry, I think I made some mistake. Actually, if it is mediation, most of the time, this B should be here. Yeah, because yeah, mediation or intervening is part of the flow itself, right? So A bridge the relation between A and C. So B here plays as the mediator. And as for the moderation, as I said, in a moderator, if you see, actually, sorry, this I made mistake. So actually, it's supposed to be like here like one flow at the time, right? But here, moderation, the variable moderation is outside the model, not directly involved in the model. But for mediation, most of the time it is part of the model. Okay, this is okay. This is what we have checked. So auto loadings, alpha, chromat alpha. Okay, this is the step on how we are conducting the test, right? Okay, we have the measurement of auto model, structural in the model, and model quality. Okay, okay. Since everyone have installed, so maybe I want you to download one particular okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes.
relation between moderation and methodology models.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you see this? Right. So probably this is one of example. Maybe we can, hopefully we can get more understanding by using this model. So this is an example, technology acceptance model, and probably many of you also are familiar with this model. This model are basically most of the time used for to check, yeah, whether the to check whether the technology can be accepted very well or not. Okay, right. Here in technology in TAM, right, in technology acceptance model, we have PEOU. Here is the perceived easy of use, right, and then this perceived easy of use is okay, and then this is we have also PU. PU is actually the perceived of usefulness, and the ATT is the attitude, and the BI is the behavioral intention. Okay. Gimana sih? All right. So, okay, PAU. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, here perceived ease of use, right? Actually, there are if you see from this model, we can see like there are some hypotheses also used to check about the model. The first one is the first hypothesis to check the relationship between the perceived ease of use toward the perceived of usefulness. Yeah, and afterwards we have also perceived ease of use towards the attitude, right? And the last one is the behavioral intention. Okay, so perceived ease of use. What is perceived ease of use? Do you know what is perceived ease of use? Do you know? Okay, okay, yes. Yeah, this is our perception. It is our perception whether something is easy to be used or not. Okay, for example, maybe we have application like Curious. You guys, you know Curious, right? Chris, you're Curious, right? So yeah, this Curious, yeah, is actually play as the Okay. Okay. It influence the respondent, for example, okay, to use the queries, right? So, okay, if he thinks, if someone saying that, okay, maybe I heard from my family or from my husband, for example, QRIS is very much easy to use, right? So sometimes this perception also affect us, right? So if we have this kind of perception and it's easy to use, so most likely we have we perceive that, okay, if that the application that we are using is also useful, right? And then, is useful. This is the perceived usefulness. So it will strengthen, right? It will strengthen the relationship or increase the possibility of using the intention of using the the application, for example. So starting from POU, and then this perceive of ease use will affect the perceive of usefulness, and afterwards a POU also can affect also the attitude of someone, whether he or she is going to use the application or not. So yeah, so can anyone guess what is this, whether this is a mediator or which one is the Latin one? Oh, sorry, the independent, the exogenous, endogenous, and also which one is moderator and which one is intervening? Anyone can help? Yeah? Yes, Binta? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Siapa? Mas, are you okay? Or still confused?
I think there are many dependent variables, and there are many dependent variables. And also, maybe EU is percentage plus could be mediator.
Perceive of usefulness. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, you see here, this is POU, right? And this is the perceive of usefulness. So you can follow the flow. So you cannot bridge directly from here to BI.
But if we have hypothesis only 5 here,
right?
I think you only have you have mediator and moderator.
Yes, yes. Yeah, this is just more like the intervening, yeah, intervening. Yeah. But, pardon? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is, I think, this is the intervening, right? This one, this one, this one. Oh, yes, yes, that we just, yes, exactly. This is one. So we make one hypothesis, and the second one is from POU to ATT. This is also another hypothesis. Yes, yes, yes. So but here there's no such thing like direct from POU and BI and behavioral intention, right? Okay, okay. I think this is one of the example. All right. Okay. Do we still have time to make or we are running out of time? Oh, oh, I'm afraid. Actually, more than 1 hour, yeah. Saki. Right. Okay, maybe you can have some snack first. I will try to send the file first to Mas Zaki. You can finish everything, no problem. Zaki. Ingat nggak edit step by stepnya? Karena ini kan masih ganti kan, makanya jadi agak. Oh, right. Apa? Yes, to something. But you guys, if you want to finish, no problem. You can see from. Tuh, sorry ya bro, sis. Brother, please have some questions. You're not fasting, right? Please have some. Harus minum dulu ya. Ah, yang borinin aja deh, ya deh, itu aja. Ah, gitu aja, biar gampang. Ya, ini gimana cara keluarnya? Ada 5 orang. Itu gimana cara keluarnya? Ah, belum, 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 belum share. Belum ya? Gimana dong ini? Udah aku ini udah stop share harusnya ini. Kenapa ya? Oh, gimana dong? Ini gimana ya? Coba gimana? Tapi ini anu ya. Ah, nah ini langsung ya. Muncul nggak? Oh, muncul di sana doang ya. Kenapa ya? Sorry. Oh, stop aja nih. Oh, stop aja deh. Mending ibu aja ya. Mending ibu aja tuh, mending aku aja. Mending ibu aja tuh, aku aja. Mas Zaki ada ini enggak? Mas Zaki. Gimana dong?
Ini mau ganti slide ke.
Ini mau ke Smart PLS-nya.
Diubah dulu jadi duplicate.
Udah sih udah ada tiket sih tadi udah ya. Oh di ini lagi.
Windows.
Oh tadi extend ya, nggak salah ya. Kayak ini deh. Duplicate aja ya. Oh, langsung ada rahasia. Ada rahasia. Eh, belum di Zoom-nya belum.
Kan di sini tadi di keluarin.
Berarti share screen lagi ya.
Share screen terus entire screen.
Oh, yang entire screen tuh berarti yang emang ada gimana ya? Gimana ya? Oh ini ya, whiteboard. Bukan ya, advance ya. Oh, portion of screen, video, lalala. Iya, mana ya? Oh, wala. Ya. Udah. Atau enggak yang burinin aja? Ya udah di-share aja yang burinin. Iya, yang data yang burinin. Tapi ini ya. Coba cek yang di itu Mas, Telegram. Udah saya kirim ke Telegram. Ah, oh udah delete. Ibu, saya kelamaan kayaknya Bu ya. Saya kayaknya kelamaan Bu ya. Maksimal Bu ya. Yes, Ibu. Mana ya? Oke. Masaki, saya Japri Masaki. Oke. Ya, tadi ya. Oke, full screen aja ya. Ya, biar kelihatan ya. Ini stop deh. Ini biar ketutup gimana nih? Oh ini, oke, siap. Okay, I have shared the file. Okay, this is the maybe you can check the time simulation. Yeah, just to okay, can try to use the same model. Okay, this is the step. Basically, you can start by creating new project, and afterwards you can name it. For example, time workshop or SmartPLS, and then click OK. So this is the initial step that you need to do for importing the data. Okay. Mati. Oh, oke. Masih enggak ada ya? Wah, problem. Ini suara. Di Zoom kelihatan nggak, Mas Aki? Ada? Ada nggak? Okay, first of all, maybe we can try to click project, new project, sorry. And then maybe we can use or name it with, let's say, STEM exercise. Okay, and afterwards we can, nggak kelihatan ya, sorry. Sorry, balik lagi tadi. Error ya. Mana?
Ini Windows-nya.
Kenapa? Oh, Windows lagi. Ini lagi. Okay. Levelnya. One enggak? Oke. Yang mana ini? Iya, mengganggu pengawasannya kemana? Oke, right. So I hope all of you have downloaded the software. So first of all, maybe we can, okay, I will just delete this first. Okay. Terus aja kali ya, okay. Right. We can click new project and then maybe we can name it TEM exercise. Right. Okay. And then we can click import data file. So import data file and then you need to locate where is the file. Okay. Okay. And here we have a POU, PEOU, right? PEOU is basically perceive it is of use, right? And then we have also PU or the perceive of usefulness, if I'm not mistaken. And then ATT stand for the attitude. And the last one we have BI, right? Or the behavioral intention. Okay, so what are we going to do? Maybe if you guys are later, okay, in the indicators, oh no, sorry. Oh, okay, let's say if the scale is ordinal, right? Okay, we can use, okay, about change. Yeah, to make it what to say, to make the setup scales to be altogether changed to be ordinal. So we have to click bulk change, right, and choose the ordinal, right, and then we click apply. So all the data is now scale by order or ordinal, right? Okay. Okay. Mhm. So, have you okay. Okay, so first of all, a file, create the new project and then name it as STEM workshop and then click OK. And after that, you need to import the data like by right clicking the project and import data and TEM and select TEM simulation. Okay. Right here now. Now we click back, and then now we already have this time simulation. But then before that, we need to create the model, right? We need to create the model. Let's say we are using what is this? We are using PLS-SEM, of course. So let's say we name it as TEM model. Let's say, okay, and we click save, right? So, and then afterwards, we need to draw the model. So maybe to simplify or maybe just to make exercise, to do the exercise, we just simply to replicate this model. This model, this one, right? So we have to, we have POU and we have perceived ease of use, and then we have also perceived of usefulness, and afterwards we have also attitude, and the last one is the behavioral intention, right? As the endogenous variable, okay, endogenous, okay, right? So now the first one, here we have this perceive of ease of use, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So first of all, we need to sorry. Okay. We can just block. Oh yeah, we block this. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so okay. Okay. We select here and then we drag from this to here. Right. Let's say POU and then POU is what is POU? Perceive? Perceive what? Ease of use, right? Okay, we click OK. Right. So we have it here, right? And it, let's say it has like 4, right? And then the second one, we have perceive of use. The same thing we do. We just block them. We have PU1, PU2, PU3, right? So we drag it to the TAM model. So PU is perceive of use. Okay, so we have also these 3 also, right? Okay. By then, we can rearrange also this, this like canvas, right? The model canvas right here. So maybe if you want to put the indicators at the left-hand side, so we can just put it, align indicators to the left. Okay, but maybe we can just drag it here a little bit to the center. This one also, right? So we right click, we do, oh sorry, yeah, we do right click and then align indicators to the left. So so it's going to be like neater. Okay, but maybe I will just put all the variables. Oh, okay, I missed something. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, we have 4, right? PU1, PU2, PU3, PU4. Okay, sorry. So it has to be like 4. Okay, sorry. Right, so this one, yeah. Pardon? Oh, yes. Thank you. Receive of usefulness, yeah. Okay. Usefulness. Okay, thank you, brother, for correction. Right. Oh, why it's not changing directly? Okay, maybe I will just delete this. Okay, I'll just again drop. Perceive of usefulness, right? And then the number, okay, this is perceive, okay, right? There is perceive of usefulness in the model. And can be here, you can put it up right here. And this perceive of use is right here. So maybe afterwards we will rearrange the indicators to be look neater. And afterward we have what else? Attitude, right? So again, we block this ATP1, ATP1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and attitude, right? Okay, attitude here. And then the last one, what we have? BI, yeah, or behavioral intention. Okay. Are you following, guys? Right, behavioral intention. All right, but this is it's not completed yet because we have to show the direction, right? Before we run to check the outer model, inner model, and all other tests, we have to make sure this the model first. Okay, so after this, after we are putting all this, what we need to do? Anyone know? Yes, we have to do. We have to make a connection. Okay, maybe we can PIP first. Right, so from POU to PU, right, perceive of ease of use to perceive usefulness, and afterwards, okay, this is okay. So we are making like one direction from here. Okay, well, maybe I can put it here. Sorry, I'll put it to the top. Oh no, this one. Oh, agak susah ya. Oh, I want to put this. Okay, okay. Anyway, maybe I could say select first. Okay, sorry. This one, put the to the top. Okay, like this. So it will be easier. So again, I click connect. So from here, perceive of ease of use, we connect here. Okay. But so if we have this from red to blue, so it means that the what they say, the connection is made here, right? Okay. So it shows by the arrow from one latent variable to another variable. Yeah, from perceive ease of use to perceive of usefulness. And afterwards, what else? We have also this perceive of ease use to attitude, right? So yeah, you know, in the okay, in the practice, this each one of the connection afterwards will make like one hypothesis. Like one arrow is like one hypothesis. It can be like that. So and after this, what else? Yes, from PU to BI, right? And also, okay, we have also from PU to ATT, right? From perceive of use to ATT. We have this also. Okay. Mana sih? Okay, right? And after that, from this one, from perceive of use to behavioral intention. And the last one is the attitude towards the behavioral intention, right? So have you finished with this? Okay. And afterwards, what we are going to do, we need to run to check the outer model, right? So what we are going to do, we click back. Sorry. Ya, oh kalkulat langsung ya? Oh bisa, oke. Langsung ya Bu ya? Yeah, and then we can click PLS-SEM. Here, cal is for calculate, right? So we click calculate because, you know, I was previously using the, what to say, the SmartPLS 3, but this model is, sorry, the version is PLS 4, so it's a little bit different. So afterwards, we click a PLS-SEM algorithm, right? So the weighting scheme, we just leave it like this, path, because we want to see the path, right? Standardized default, so we click start calculation, right? So we can see here, right? This is the result, right? And then we can interpret also this data also, right? The result here, yeah, alhamdulillah, there is, for the time being, there is no problem. Yeah. Okay. And after this, what we are going to do? Anyone? No? Yes. After this, what we are going to do? Yes. This is the step, right? Okay. Okay. Create the construct as an indicator, verify reflective. Okay. This one. Okay. So we need to check the what to say, the to construct the reliability and validity, right? Kenapa nggak muncul ya? Ke bootstrapping langsung biar. Oke. Bismillah. Okay. Okay, here we can find that the subsamples, yeah, it means that the SEM PLS running and making the subsamples from our initial data to be this much. Okay, so we take a test, we leave the significance test to be like 0.05. And so on. We can change it also actually. So we can click start calculation. So, okay. See, I hope, okay, 1 minute. Can you guys see? Guys, can every one of you see? Yeah, maybe it will be, okay. Go ahead, yeah. One second. Ini udah. Iya. Okay. Okay, guys. Hopefully you can see the result here, and then maybe we can do some. Okay. To interpret the hypothesis. Ibu, do I miss any step, Bu? Okay, right. So guys, this is the step, right? After drawing the model, we need to create the construct that we already did. And afterwards, we assign the indicators to show the relationship, right? And afterwards, we draw the structural path, right? Using the connect tool. We did it also. So, and then we verify from the construct to the indicators. Okay, 1 minute. So we also run the PLS algorithm. We did it also, right? This is the result. Okay. Oh, so construct reliability and validity. So if we are looking at the Cron batch alpha, okay, where is the Cron batch alpha? Okay. And the beta is 1. Then see. I don't see. Okay. Kok ada 2 ya? Kok ada 2 ya? Okay, maybe we can just focus on this. Okay. Okay, this is the result, right? Okay. Ini nggak bisa kelihatan ya. Actually, we can save the the picture, right? Actually. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Kok jadi nggak kelihatan ya? Okay. 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 Okay, I'll try to gimana biar. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will just come to this. Okay. Okay. Yes, maybe I think I had some difficulties to see the values. Mas Zaki, can you see the values? Oh, sorry. On the apps, yeah, on the apps, on the software. Okay. Okay, so since we have like five hypotheses here, right? The first one is H1 shown by this, right? The perceived of use towards the perceived of usefulness, and the beta here is how much? Okay, so at least so this is the okay. Okay, so the expected result from time simulation data set. So the beta is 0.55, and with the t set is greater than 9, and the p value is less than 0.01, meaning that the hypothesis is supported or valid. And then number two, we see also the PEOU, or perceived ease of use, also affect the attitude also by beta 0.25. And then if we take a look at the t set, and we can see also from the p value, it is also less than 0.01. So we can accept this as well as the hypothesis 2. And hypothesis 3, we have perceived of usefulness affect the attitude by 0.50. So actually, if we see the beta here, all of them are positive. So if the perceived of use is positive, right, shown by this is 0.55, 0.25. So we can see that the relationship between the variables, or the variables of these two variables, POU to PU, is positive. If the sign is negative, it means that it shows the negative relationship between the variables. Okay. Okay, so this POU, perceived ease of use, and has positive relationship, can impact towards the perceived of usefulness by this much, and perceived of usefulness toward the attitude by 0.50, and then perceived use of behavioral of behavioral of intention, yeah, is equal to 0.35, and the last one is the attitude towards the behavioral intention is also positive, shown by the theta of 0.45. So in this example, we can see that we can accept uh, all the uh, hypotheses. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that's okay. But maybe because so I would like to disclaim. I'm so sorry, brother and sister. Actually, I'm just adjusting from version 3 to version 4, so that's why I had some kind of little bit confused, right? To check this, yeah. But hopefully, maybe I can help you later. Okay. Okay. I just want to show you. If we are using different SIM PLS, because you know the display is a bit different, so maybe so I'm still learning. So sorry for that. Okay, right. What else? Okay. Okay, brother and sister, I want to tell you also, actually, let's say in the initial stage, that is in the outer model, if if there is let's say there is a red sign, or you know, yeah, not everything is in green or in yellow, it means that probably there is a problem, yeah, in the outer. So sometimes, you know, let's say here the perceived ease of use. Maybe if you put it maybe in the what to say, in the real case, right? It can be also, let's say here in the perceived ease of use, we have 4 indicators here, right? But there is possibility that one of the indicators can be also invalid. So before we continue to the next, yeah, so we have to cleanse this first, right? So we have to delete this first, and afterwards we have to run again and what to say, and run again the PLS algorithm. It means starting from the very beginning again, right? Okay. 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 Maybe I want to show you another some papers also about the real case of SEM-PLS. This is right. Okay. Well, okay, maybe I will be checking from here. Sorry. Yeah, this is probably okay. Sorry, not this one. Okay. Maybe this is one of example of how PLS-SEM is also used in education. But here I found, because I'm searching this from Scopus AI, so I got this from Scopus AI. This is an example on how SEM-PLS also conducted for the education discipline also. Okay, so if we see the the model of the papers, right? There will be, of course, will show also, right? Okay, sorry. We'll be talking also about the PLS-SEM strength and practical applicability, and then the literature review also about the context that we are going to bring in our research, and also how we get the theoretical framework. Okay, right. But maybe I will just jump to the example. Now, this one. This is right. See. Okay, here, yeah, after the conducting the reliability and validity, this is, I think, this is the very first stage of the test, right? In SEM PLS. So we need to check the cron batch alpha, rho A, and composite reliability, and also AFE, right? So here. If we see here, this is there are age, there are education level, department school, and then AAT. What is AAT here? Okay, I think this one, ability to access AI tools, right? So, so this is just an example also that the how this sample S also actually can be done also not only in by economics or management student or those of us who are in economics or in finance, but it's also possible also to use this in education or maybe in Islamic studies also, right? It is very much possible. So this is the measurement model. So in the paper, they will tell us also the AFE and all these things. So maybe in the future, if we want to make this kind of paper, we can also display the same thing that we have to display also the original sample, right? To show the relationship between the yeah, from one variable to another variable. Yeah, this is the predictors, right? Let's say from the independent variable toward the dependent variable or the latent variable, right? So the ability to access of AI tools here is shown by the original sample of 0.24, meaning that the relationship between the ability of to access AI tools is positive, is positive, yeah. And what about age? Age also is positive. What about the department school of technology towards the technology adoption? Also, this is also positive. And then we also, in SEM PLS, we are interested also to see the p-value, since we need to what to say, focus also on p-value, because why? Because p-value basically can indicate the probability of obtaining the observed result of the test. So let's say here, if the p-value is less than 0.005, so the result is considered statistically significant. Here we can see that see the p-values is 0.04, right? Meaning that so we would say that the probability is so it is the result is accepted, right? So if the p is less than 0.05, the result is considered statistically significant. Sorry, meaning there is strong evidence against the null hypothesis and tested relationship is like to be real. But if the p is greater than 0.05, right? So the result is not statistically significant. Okay, can you see this, sister, brother? Okay, I will zoom, right? Okay, see, if the p-values here is here, if the p is lesser than 0.05, right, the result is considered statistically significant. If we see here, see, ability to access AI tools towards the technology adoption is 0.04. Is it larger or lesser than the benchmark? Lesser. So can we accept? Yes. Right. So from here, the p-value, the first one, ability to access AI towards the technology adoption is significant, and age towards the technology adoption is also significant. This shows positive and also significant. And then department school towards the technology adoption is also has positive relationship also, and it is also significant, 0.0018 and so on. So I would say that so the model is, I think the result is okay here, right? Okay. So this is just an example. So let's say if Pak Ridwan, Assalamualaikum Pak Ridwan, if you want to conduct this because your education, so it's big opportunity for you also to conduct this. So this is it. So we right. But this one, since this test also, but this is the good thing. Yeah, this is also interesting because the author here combining not only SEM PLS as the quantitative, but also conducting also the qualitative using the N FIFO. So I think this is also interesting. Maybe we can see also is it any possibility so we can do maybe in economics or not. Yeah. Okay. So I guess this is the end of my presentation. So if you want to ask any question or maybe or maybe it's not that clear, so hopefully I can answer your question. But I guess it is 3 o'clock, so we don't have much time. But if you want to discuss outside the forum, you are welcome. Okay.
Thank you, Rida, for the insightful presentation. So we want to give the certificate. Oh, okay, Burinita, maybe you can give the certificate to the to Rida.
Duh, maaf Ibu. Quite a lot. Maaf Ibu, karena nih saya masih yang ini yang baru, yang ininya ya. Apa ya? Ini. Udah masuk? Ya udah, sampai. Mau yang mana? Itu ada beberapa slide. Ada 2 slide. Boleh lah ini. Aduh Ibu, mohon maaf Ibu. Oke.
Yay.
Oh, no. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so you want to take a picture?
Apa itu? Shut up, pola ini. Aduh, thank you Ibu. Ibu maaf Ibu agak kurang ini. Apa Mbak? Kan habisnya lebih bagus lagi. Kenapa? Harusnya tadi langsung ke Ibu ya. Harus tadi langsung. Ibu di tengah. Aduh, ya Allah. Ya udah deh. Lewat sih. Alhamdulillah. Maaf Ibu, maaf Bu. Ibu nervous banget. Oke.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Different style, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more.
Waduh,
Better camera.
betul kamera.
1, 2, 3. Freestyle, please. Okay. Up in the center.
Oh, di center or this one? Oh, nggak usah, nggak usah, nggak usah, nggak usah.
Okay.
Aduh, subhanallah.
Thank you for
Brother, sorry ya.
Don't forget to take your snack.
So it goes. Can you
The side? Huh?